We look now at race number 8, Sha Tin, Saturday afternoon. 1400 metre class 3 coming up here. Co-partner Ambition, 2 starts for Tony Cruz and he's run second at both of them but draws at barrier 14. Excellent Daddy wears cheek pieces for the first time. Super Winner's a 4-time course and distance winner. Powerful Wings, a strong debut, 9th behind Sylvestra, and has won over the 1400 at Newbury and 1600 at Ascot. Perfect Pair, 2 rides for 2 placings for Harry Bentley, who we'll hear from shortly. Beauty Nova, the pacifiers for the first time. Oscar Glory, best draw since running second to Navas 2 3 starts ago. And Righteous Doctrine might be a bit short for him because all of his wins so far, Nick, have been 1800 metres.
Yeah, they certainly have. Good pace possibly in this race over the 1400 metres. Super Winner, we know, loves to go forward, so I think that's exactly where he will end up. He is drawn 9, but I think he can certainly get to the front okay. Harmony Win-Win is another one who likes to race prominently, along with Oscar Glory, horse number 13. He does like to press on with things as well. He's drawn 7, so just inside of Super Winner. Excellent Daddy, Sky Supreme, obviously we shall show plenty of pace on the all-weather last time, Paul.
Yeah, De Crip's the one that has sort of mixed his racing, gone forward and back, so we'll see where he goes. And Gold Marquise generally gets back. I think he'll get back once again.
Perfect Pair is racing really well at the moment. He just can't quite get across the line in front, but he's certainly been close behind some very smart horses, and the man that's built up a good association in his last couple is Harry Bentley.
Harry, Perfect Pair has been a willing partner for you in a couple of starts recently. He's getting closer to a win, and on the back of that performance last time, you'd have to hope he can go close this weekend.
Yeah, certainly. He's been extremely consistent his last 3 runs and just keeps bumping into some very good horses. Obviously, a third behind Romantic Warrior and Lucky With You is very strong form. And his second behind Beauty Live last time, and as another horse which is going places. So clearly he's doing something right, and he's given me all the right feels. So I'm bringing some very good form into the race and feel like I'm striking up a good partnership with the horse. There looks to be plenty of pace, which I think is going to suit him, because the last couple of runs, that's exactly what's happened, and he seems to relax. And if I can get him into a nice position from my draw, then be going in with a very live chance.
It's interesting that you mentioned the pace. Obviously, I wanted to ask you about that. There is a stack of it on paper in this race. You rode him a little bit closer last time. Would there be no fear in perhaps taking him back that little bit if needs be?
Yeah, I think from a draw like 8, we can afford to be probably mid-pack. There is a lot of pace, a couple from around me, and I think in draw 1 as well from Sky Supreme. So that's going to help my chances. I think he's very, very straightforward as far as riding him is concerned. And the strong pace helps him stamina-wise. I think he gets every yard of this distance. And yeah, if I can slot him in somewhere mid-pack from that draw, then I'd be very happy.
Yeah, as you say, he's a 3-time course and distance winner, so knows his way around. On paper and on the horse's back, he will carry an extra £6. But when you delve a little bit deeper, the highest rated horse in this is only 73, up to obviously a 60 to 80. So in some respects, you're in a slightly lesser race than last time.
Yeah, I'd agree. As I mentioned previously, he's come across some very smart horses in his last couple of runs, and this looks to be a slightly weaker race. So I think, yeah, even though he's up a few pounds, I think he'll show a very good a very good performance, and I think he can be very competitive against these sorts.
He's won a place at the moment, Perfect Pair, so the place punters have launched in early. We move on here, Nick, to co-partner Ambition. He runs second. Oscar Glory's up outside the leader, turning for home.
Yeah, good run this from both these horses, notably co-partner Ambition, who hasn't been with Tony Cruz all that long. And just speaking to Harry in that interview, obviously the top weight, and this is he, 73 rated only. So it looks a very winnable race this for 1 or 2, Paul. But the barrier has not been the kindest to this guy. But he went very close this day, and I think he can go close again.
Yeah, look, it was a good run, and look, Charity Grace is a horse who's been in good form that did beat him. I know that was the rain-affected track, but prior to that, he'd run really well on a good track as well. So, as you say, he hasn't been with the new stable long, but I think a win's close for him.
And what about Excellent Daddy, Paul? He's up in trip to the 1400 metres for the first time. Cheap pieces go on. He got very keen in front 2 starts ago.
Yeah, I quite like this horse. He hasn't had much luck in any of his runs. He got too far back here. He's been wide. He's been bumped a couple of times as well. So I think he'll be out of problems with barrier number 2. He'll be on the pace, and I can easily see him winning this.
Yeah, the comment that he has been keen, I think, could be quite salient in the fact that he doesn't want to pull himself into the ground. But that was an interesting race, that one by Texas Moon, because there was probably two and a half lengths, separating about 10 of them. So I'd probably treat the form with an air of caution. But it wasn't a bad run, all things considered.
We need your selections, please, Paul.
Yeah, so he's going to go on top there, Excellent Daddy. I mean, prior to that, he had no luck in his runs as well. So he's on top. Co-partner Ambition will need some luck because he gets back. Gold Marquis is another one that gets back. And one of the outside the square here, Rive Parisian. Now, he's only had the 1 start. He's dropped 16 pounds since that. Paul O'Sullivan's horses generally come on for the run. He should be a big price for wider exotics. 3, 1, 7 and 12.
Yeah, I've gone the 8 here. Perfect pair for Harry Bentley. He's working close to a win, and as Harry alluded to in that interview, he was only 3 lengths off of Romantic Warrior. Well, we know how good he is, don't we? And he since has run obviously very well last time out behind Beauty Live. So perfect pair on top for me. I think he deserves the win, and I think he can get it over co-partner Ambition, who's racing well. Barrier the concern, but he's top rated off 73. So look, he's the top pick as far as the weights are concerned, and I think he'll go well. Gold Marquis goes in as well. I thought his run last time wasn't that bad at all. Joe Moreira takes the ride. Casper Founds has got his team in good nick. And Powerful Wings, I thought he was a very interesting runner, actually. He looks progressive, I think, judged on what he did on debut, and he did pick a few off late, and I think he can do the same again here. 8, 1, 7 and 6.
That is race number 8, which doubles as the first leg of the treble.